beautiful night, and we call it Bella Notte.
Greetings, fellow cinema freaks, motion picture maniacs, and the like. I'm Brandon the Bambi Man, and welcome to a little show I like to call Golden Ticket Reviews, the movie review show where if it's classic or crap, you see through it, I review it. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are probably thinking to yourselves at this moment in time. What is this guy thinking? Creating a full-on movie review series when we already have such reviewers as Bob Show, The Unusual Suspect, and such. Well, simply put, I have always been a huge lover of movies, guys, and wanted to find an outlet to express my film-loving side, and felt what better place than the internet. Insert clever comeback here. Anyway, I decided for my very first episode of this show to review something near and dear to my heart. Disney movies. Or specifically, Lady and the Tramp.
Such a masterpiece about puppy love. The story of a boy on the wrong side of the tracks and the girl from the right side of the tracks, who are both dogs nonetheless, who each find their way into each other's hearts. Since its release in 1955, this film has been heralded as a classic by both animation fans and Disney fans alike.
Well, nearly 46 years after its release, and in the midst of the whole Disney sequel boom, this film received a continuation of its own, with Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. The story of a simple pup who simply wants to be wild and free. Is it a film that will make people say, "Stop that racket, you'll wake the baby"? Or will it be considered to be adorable like the cutest of a puppy litter? Well, grab your finest can of SpaghettiOs, because Carinos may not deliver in this internet time span. This is Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure.
So our movie begins and takes place in July 1911, and, in grand Disney fashion, we get a big over-the-top musical number.
Next of kin or next door neighbor, happily we pull our labor to. And our family picnic, July 4th picnic, Independence Day.
Am I the only one who feels like they just popped in a copy of Wall-E?
Put on your Sunday clothes, there's lots of world out there. Get out the brilliantine and dime cigars.
Here we meet our main human characters Jim, Deer, and Darling as they return home from a day of fun with their dogs and their respective pups. We also see that apparently Lady is actually being voiced by the voice of the Little Mermaid herself, Jodie Benson.
Darling, and with Jim, dear, we've made a home from which we'll never roam.
And the voice given to Tramp is none other than the vocal stylings of Mr. Johnny Bravo himself, Jeff Bennett.
Why would we when we're so contented here?
Next you'll be telling me the kid who voiced Nemo also voiced Bambi.
Yeah, crap! This is our main character, Scamp, voiced by a party of 5, Scott Wolf. And honestly, he does a pretty good job with his voiceover. Even at 33 years of age, Wolf manages to sound as energetic as any kid would be, and is youthful in his delivery.
Well, then I'm glad I'm a wild dog. Didn't you ever feel this way? Name's Scamp.
In any case, it's a better choice for voiceover than this.
Oh, hey, Audrey. Hi.
Yeah, nice read there, Zac Efron. Nice read.
All this pup wants to do is be wild, and venture beyond his abode will allow. But that will have to wait, because Scamp and his sisters must take their baths. However, after Scamp is through with his lather, he jumps out the window to fetch a ball thrown by Jim's little boy, causing him to track mud into the house.
This time you've gone too far. You've left me no choice.
As punishment, Jim chains up Scamp to the doghouse outside, leading Tramp and Lady to have a little talk about their troublemaking, well, Scamp.
He's just a pup.
He has to learn to live by the rules of the house. Firm discipline molds a pup into a dog.
And self-alligators can chew off muzzles and possibly hurt your future beloved, but that's all in the past, right, Bidge?
Seriously though, it's funny how the clueless mermaid is the true brains of this bunch.
I'm just trying to protect him. He'll understand someday.
Maybe he needs to understand today.
That boy does not need a commanding officer. He needs a father.
Naturally, Tramp tries to be a good father by bringing his son some food.
I thought you might be hungry.
Have you not listened to Garfield? They put unidentified stuff in that. They have a little argument about family life over wildlife, leading to Tramp storming into the house. About time, too, as Scamp is distracted by a group of street dogs being chased down by Barney Fife?
Hey!
Where'd you go?
You got a neat character designs in the butt.
Scamp manages to make contact with this girl dog here by returning the dog catcher's lost hat to her, and with that the dogs run off again for another chase with little old Five, leading to Scamp trying to break free of his chains the only way he knows how.
A Roger Bart number.
A world without fences, where I can run free and be with real dogs who'll bring the real dog out in me. No walls and no boundaries, where I can be free. A world without walls and fences, that's exactly where I want to be.
Honestly, while I do like this song, this scene begs the question of how long is the chain that Scamp is being held by, and why does a song that lasts 2 minutes take several hours to sing?
Must resist Hakuna Matata joke. Must resist Hakuna Matata joke.
Well, after this little unidentified number, Scamp breaks free and runs off to find the pack of dogs he saw earlier and only manages to catch the girl dog in an alley. Her name is Angel, voiced beautifully by Alyssa Milano, who ironically was actually engaged to Scott Wolf in real life until they were separated. This shouldn't be awkward at all.
This must be your diploma from the School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, class of 1910. Got all A's for absence.
He tries to show off his street dog moves. Nice. But unfortunately, gravity is not his friend.
You've got your own style, don't you, Tenderfoot?
Why are things so heavy in the future? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull? What?
So while we see that Lady has in turn seen that her son has run off to possibly join the cast of a corgi line, Scamp has found the pack of dogs in their natural habitat. A junkyard that looks like the canine set of cats. It's everything that Scamp has dreamed of, and as its leader, we have the dog father of Trash Town himself, and the true heart of the movie, Buster, played by Chaz Palminteri.
Angel, talk to me. Who's the king of the junkyard?
Oh, you are, Buster.
That's my girl.
I'm not your girl.
Scamp joins in on their celebratory howling and gets up close and personal with these lovable mutts. But maybe a little too close.
Hey, watch it!
Oh, be still my heart. I'm getting a bad case of puppy love.
Well, folks, I think it's time for a little Sonic Says.
Kids, there's nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
But before any more creepy canine pedophilia can occur, Buster and Scamp introduce themselves to each other, and Scamp says he wants to join this group of street mutts. Buster then decides to explain what it takes to become one of them by using the singing voice of Wacko Warner to make this scene 10 times more awesome.
Sarnell is the
We are the mutual unelite, an underclass from our head to feet. Our deeds are spiteful, our mischief pure. We got a natural disorder for which there's no cure. Down to the junkyard.
You know, with Scamp being tossed around in this scene, I think this deserves more appropriate music.
And snap the blank and boot the marble right down the chute. Now watch it roll and hit the pole and knock the ball in the rubber up top, which fits the man into the pan. The trap is set. Here comes the net.
Buster decides he'll let Scamp join the team after giving him a test to prove his junkyard dogness, which Scamp is all for.
I got faith in you, kid. It's just a little test to prove you can stand on your own four paws.
Easy. I'm not afraid of anything.
That's what I like about you, kid. You got spunk.
You got spunk and moxie.
Meanwhile, back at Leave It to Darling, we see Scamp's family preparing to go out and search for him, and the little ones are having a meeting about him, in a typical sibling fashion.
Scamp is gonna get into so much trouble when he gets home. I bet he gets a slipper right across his great big fat...
Juicy pieces of steak, which will be in our bowls come dinner time once we find our adorable brother. Oh, hi Mom, I didn't catch you leering. How are you?
Where is Scamp though? He's being given his first test, which is to steal a tin can away from a canine who I'm certain is the distant cousin of Kong from Faraday. Naturally, the mutant dog gives chase after Scamp, and Barney Fife also gives chase, capturing Angel instead. Good thing Scamp is there to rescue her, However, the dog catcher does manage to catch Mutant Dog, and Angel thanks Scamp for his actions. The dogs then decide to go hang around elsewhere.
Ooh, I hit the thingy.
You know, Scott Wolf actually improv that line after hitting his head on the mic. No real comment here, except it's a cute improv.
The junkyard dogs hang out at this park for a bit, where one of the dogs named Sparky, played by Mickey Rooney, tells the legend of Tramp, Scamp's father. Because who better to tell a story to a child than this guy?
The Care Bears.
Still creepy.
He was trapped. But if the tramp was gonna go, he was gonna go in style.
But Buster is having none of this exaggeration and tells Scamp what really happened.
Pick life on the end of a chain. Hooked up with a real powder puff. Sleeping on carpets. Free room and board. Living the cushy pillow life.
Buster, you okay?
Seriously, you're a few lathers away from becoming Hammy from over the hedge.
I'm a crazy rabbit squirrel.
And that's what I learned the first rule about being a junkyard dog. Buster's trouble is Buster's trouble.
Well, I might know a certain aardvark who would disagree with you on that.
After seeing Scamp scratching like Tramp, Buster begins to suspect this pup is related to his ex-friend.
No, really? What are the chances that a pup who has near the same name with one letter off as his father, and looks like a mini version of him, is related in any way to said ex-friend? You moron. How are you going to get out of this one, Scamp?
Just what any decent, sensible man would do who has lied his way into trouble. I'm going to lie my way out.
Well, yeah, that is how Scamp gets out of this, leading to this sweet scene with Scamp and Angel on the train tracks discussing their miserable existences.
Don't you have a nice family back home?
What difference does it make? All families are alike. They make you take baths and sleep in a bed, and you have to eat everything in your bowl, and when it rains, you have to come indoors.
You should add my mother, slobbering kisses all over me. In public!
Angel reveals that she was actually a house pet for 5 different families who all ended up abandoning her due to various issues.
Wait a minute. You really want a family, don't you? But you've got Buster.
Buster, you can't tell him. You can't. He'll kick me out.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
So when does he tell the secret? Okay.
However, this nice talk is cut short by a train which they both run from, but Scamp gets his paw stuck in one of the railroad boards, leading to Angel helping him, and both of them falling into the river below.
And then they died. Oh wait, no,
Scamp's family is out looking for him, and they think they found him, but Trusty finds a wig that looks like him instead.
Somewhere Donald Trump weeps like a baby over the loss of his one and only friend.
Scamp and Angel have survived and have a little dialogue with each other.
There's gotta be a better way to take a bath, huh?
Trust me, there is no good way to take a bath.
I'm too young to bathe.
They spend the night having fun to the tune of a romantic song that is also pretty nice, and also leads to the puppy recreation of the famed spaghetti scene from the first movie. But the night gets ruined when they come across his family home, and Scamp sees how much his family needs him back.
Gosh, I didn't think they'd miss me that much.
You didn't think they'd miss you?
Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else?
The next morning leads us to the 4th of July picnic, and only now does Buster put 2 and 2 together, and in order to verify that Scamp and Tramp are related, he informs Scamp that his final test will be to betray his own family.
Or as Buster puts it,
Now, as your final test, I want you to infiltrate that picnic and liberate that chicken.
Roast chicken, huh?
Scamp does manage to retrieve the chicken, and even manages to outrun his own father, or so he thinks.
Whew! Slick move. Lost him.
Don't bat.
I've chased chickens faster than you, boy. There's not any here, I just can't find it.
Buster then shows up to give little Scamp a choice between family or felonies, and I'll give you one frickin' guess who he chooses.
I know what's best for him.
No! You know what's best for you! Well, I'm not you, Dad!
I'm a man! Well, that is powerful. Oh! Hi, DVD. How was your shelf life?
Tramp walks off sadly, knowing that he's lost his only son, and Buster... whoa!
Do we really need another Supersonic says!
Thankfully, it's just that Scamp's collar is being thrown off, and Buster congratulates Scamp on finally becoming a junkyard dog. However, not every dog is amused with this rapscallion.
Your father, go after him. You're not like the rest of us.
You left the man whom legends are made of, both in movie and out. You've royally screwed up.
This leads to my favorite line in the entire movie. Just watch this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's see. He's good and decent and kind. Is that it, Scampy? You want to be a Whittle House doggy?
I don't know. Maybe it's my simple-mindedness, but that is one of the funniest line readings and animated scenes I have ever heard and seen. Can I see it again?
You want to be a Whittle House doggy?
You know, I think we just should create a montage of the best moments of Chaz Palminteri's career and add that scene in.
Hey! Oh, you again, huh? That wasn't very nice. Now he's got to leave.
Let me get right to the point. I'm smarter than you. And I'm going to find out what I want to know. And I'm going to get it from you whether you like it or not. You want to be a Whittle House doggy?
Truly, this man is the son of Dog. I could call him underrated, but I'm a sucker for corny puns. What can I say?
The power of this taunt causes Scamp to accidentally reveal Angel's house dog secret, blame Queen for putting him under pressure, leading to Angel being kicked out of the junkyard dogs.
You ain't no junkyard dog.
That's right, Buster. I'm not. Not anymore. Oh, and, I'm not your girl.
Like a motherfucking boss, sir.
Scamp tries to fix his mistake by running after Angel. Buster, seeing this, decides to keep enacting on his Tramp revenge by setting up a trap using his own friend as live bait to get Scamp, now without a collar, captured by Barney Fife.
I would yell out a certain word at this juncture, but let's face it, you've all said it by now, and if you haven't, just know the word I wish I could use rhymes with which.
So now poor Scamp is alone and scared in the back of the dog catcher car and has realized he's been selfish, leading to this beautiful number about the importance of family.
Always there to warm you in the winter. Always there with shelter from the rain. Always there to catch you when you're falling. Always there to stand you up again. Family.
Cheesy? Yes. Heavy-handed? Yes. Sweet? Unabashedly, yes.
Luckily, Angel manages to spot Scamp on his way to the pound and tracks down Tramp to help her break Scamp out. They'll have to hurry though, Scamp has to share a cell with an old friend.
Long time no see, huh?
Yeah! Tramp manages to arrive in time to fight off the canine from the back alley room, and Scamp, trying to help his father, is knocked out unconscious.
Dad?
Well, who hasn't woken up to see their father strike a heroic pose while something epic happens in the background? You can practice that move all you want, but you know it'll always look corny.
Oh yeah? Tell that to the kid outside I just struck this pose on.
Barney Fife almost captures father and son, but Angel is there to defend them.
Huh. Aren't the fireworks lovely tonight?
Hey, they're okay, all right? Now, come on, after I stood by you all through that fight, hey, come back here when you're walking away from me!
Shut up, Pinky.
On their way home, Scamp apologizes for his behavior.
So sorry. I shouldn't have run away.
Whirlwind. Maybe I was also being a little too tough on you.
Both at fault here, son. You were in the way of me trying to be a good parent. We're both at the wrong here.
Why, it is Scamp. I'll never hear the end of this one either.
Remind me to glue your nostrils shut when we get home.
But before they can go home, Scamp has to get his collar back from good old Buster.
You know our motto.
You can keep your motto. But not this. So long, Buster.
Ah, hey, you missed, Scampalooza.
His name is Tenderfoot.
It's a good look for you, Buster. The garbage adds some class.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Someone want to lend me a paw here?
I think a home sounds nice.
Lots of children and hugs and kisses.
Well, that was quick character development. Did not get to see them make this decision beforehand, or the French dog tell his buddies what a dick Buster is for using him as bait earlier, leading them to make this decision together as a group. No, it took one dog to leave for them to say, a family sounds nice. Hate to reuse an earlier clip, but
Don't you have to be stupid somewhere else?
So finally, the gang makes it home, and Scamp is welcomed back with open yet near condescending arms. Angel thinks she's out for herself until Scamp invites her over to see the family who he knows will just love her.
Come on, girl. It's okay.
Dear, you don't suppose...
Oh, no, darling. We've got enough dogs as it is. You know we can't. No. No. We can't. Oh, what's the use? Welcome to the family, Angel.
remember kids, begging works for everything.
I had to put my foot down. We have too many guests in this house as it is. Okay, she can stay.
Yes!
So Angel is welcomed into the family, and the movie ends on a note of impotent rage face. And the moral of the story, kids, is when an actor from Oogie Loves invites you to join a gang, you say...
No!
Well, that was Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure, and despite all my snark, I actually do still kind of like it.
I mean, okay, it comes nowhere close to its predecessor, but there are a lot of things to like in this film. The animation is decent, the voice acting is great, particularly from our new leads, the songs are nicely put together, and I do like the relationship between Scamp and Angel. If there are things to gripe about, it's the fact that the supporting characters, and even the Lady and the Tramp of the title, were more relegated to the background than having reason to be. If anything, the title should have been changed to Angel and the Scamp, a junkyard dog adventure. Beyond that, I do find this film likable and a lot better than the Disney sequel haters give it credit for. If you have a nice family and want something to put on for movie night, then this certainly is a movie worth shaking your tail.
In closing, to all those who want to continually hate on this movie simply because it's a Disney sequel, here's my question to you. Do you want to at least try to re-see the movie and seek out positivity from it? Or...
You want to be a little house doggy?
God, I want that on a t-shirt. I'm Brandon the Bambi Man, and thanks for joining me for this first ever Golden Ticket review. Until next time, take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you at the movies.
I never had this feeling before. She gives me shakes and shivers I can't ignore, and I see that there's more now than just running free.
I never felt my heart beat so fast. I'm thinking of him first and of myself last, and how happy I want him to be.
It's amazing, someone in my life just might be loving me. I didn't know that I could feel this way.
It's so crazy, something in my life is better than a dream. I didn't know that I could feel this
You know, he reviews a movie about a dog. He doesn't use a dog we already have in this.
That was totally wicked!
Sick him. Sick him.
That dog was a prize. The one that got away. Got away from me, at least.
I see why.
You want to be a little house doggy?
Stop that racket, you'll wake the baby.
You want to be a Whittle House doggy?